Epidemic Sound, there's two aspects that you need to fix. If you want to do right by creators and you want to stop the bleed of people unsubscribing, the YouTube backend allows in the Content ID system, don't take the money. The money is not yours because those creators have already paid their way of their subscription. Welcome back. In my very last video here, I talked about the confusing world of copyright claims on YouTube Shorts. Now, if you didn't see that, make sure you watch that either right after this video, go back and watch it. But in that video, I brought up an example of someone who we call Jill, who started getting claims from a very particular company in the YouTube creator music space that provides copyright-free music for those who subscribe and whitelist their channels. Now, this particular person who we've called Jill ran into some problems. Let me show you an example of one of those problems here. This is a post that Jill put on in a Facebook group, a YouTube Facebook group, and first alerted me and others to this back in March of this year. She says, I do not use any of YouTube's music on my shorts. I do not want any copyrights claims at all on my channel. I pay for Epidemic Sound. Well, now they are marking some of my shorts with copyright and saying even though I have paid a subscription, it's okay because they do not count. But I pay, so I do not want them on there. Here's what Epidemic Sound sent me. Okay, and this is their stock answer when you approach them about a claim on your short when you've used Epidemic Sound music. So Epidemic Sound, you're causing some confusion amongst creators. This is at the top level, confusion. Here we go. Thanks for reaching out. As you might know, YouTube updated the creator monetization model for shorts in February 2023. Correct, that is true. We want to emphasize that this claim has no impact on your video's monetization or availability. That is true. A shorts claim works differently than a claim on a long form video and could make your video perform better. Be more findable and ensure that you and your favorite artists gets visibility on YouTube. Read more about YouTube's new shorts monetization policy here, and they link out to the Google YouTube help page for that particular thing. This is a follow-up post on the same Facebook group from Jill again. This is what they sent me now, and this is like a variation on that same sort of email. We have adapted to YouTube's new changes to their shorts monetization policy for creators to ensure our customers receive all the benefits included in the YouTube ecosystem. This is not providing any benefits to the creator whatsoever, Epidemic Sound, so I call BS on that one. Again, we assure you that this claim has no impact on your right to monetize, and that is true, and it will not mean any repercussions from YouTube. Correct. These updates will actually help your content perform better. BS meters going off again, and ensure both you and your artists get more visibility on YouTube. The claim on your short video will not impact your share of the creator pool. Now, this goes back to my video where I outlined how YouTube Shorts monetization works and how ad revenue gets divvied up between music providers, YouTube, and us as creators. It is divided for eligible short form videos based on the number of views generated in a specific territory, regardless of if there is a music claim on your video. We will keep protecting your right to monetize your video on all platforms. Yay! Thank you so much, Epidemic Sound, for protecting our right to monetize. Hey, we pay our $10, $15, $20 a month for that right and for that privilege. You're not doing anything extra for us apart from providing the music. Thanks, Epidemic Sound. All the best, Sam, Digital Rights Team. And this is how Jill responded. What if I watched in one of my playlists off the Shorts feed? It is usually monetized differently then. So yeah, that is true. A short can appear in a playlist, can be watched on a regular watch page, so it gets regular monetization instead of Shorts ads on the Shorts feed. Also, I uploaded it from a PC. I never use the Shorts app to upload. I already pay for your music, so it does not benefit me in any way. It only benefits you because you probably get a cut, and this is true. We'll get into that. Again, treat it like a regular video and remove the copyright. Thank you. what I did is I reached out to Epidemic Sound and asked them some questions via one of their contact forms, and they initially got back to me, and this is the email thread that I had with them. First, they came back, they weren't understanding what I was asking, so I gave them some clarification, which is, this is me. I guess the question needs to be forwarded to your digital rights team. They, and Sam in particular, should understand. They are doing something odd when it comes to YouTube Shorts and claiming use of music from your site, ignoring the fact that the channel is whitelisted with an active subscription. So I'm trying to speak their language. I seek to understand why Shorts are treated different to regular video content, and to ultimately point out that in all your marketing, because this is where the part that I have take issue with, in all your marketing, blog posts, etc., this YouTube Shorts carve-out is not mentioned. I can confirm that for the average creator, this is going to seem very confusing when they run into this issue. This is the crux of my beef with Epidemic Sound right now in regards to YouTube Shorts getting claimed when we use their music. Even though we are whitelisted, we're supposed to be able to use their music without any issues, which I will show you in a second. To be clear, this isn't about a specific case, but about your ongoing policy when it comes to claiming all Epidemic soundtrack usage on YouTube Shorts. Clarity on your position is all that is required in this matter. Thanks. Doug Hewson. I got the standard reply. This is the standard reply. This is the same one that I read out in the very first post from Jill with the link to the Shorts monetization policy. So I'm going to skip that because we've been through that before. So I go back to them and I say, thank you for the reply. I've seen this stock response previously. I understand it. I want to point out that this will cause confusion with creators, and may I point out counters your advertising and your blogs that say that we can use content claim-free on YouTube. Please consider making this clear in your documentation. Also, I have reached out to YouTube directly and they say that using claim music does not give any performance or extra reach. I'll show you that one right now. I reached out to YouTube and I asked them, and this is the reply I got. My only guess is the company wants to show up on the music pages where when you tap into the sound and see other shorts using that sound, and thinks it might help with discovery from those pages. No performance difference I'm aware of on the YouTube side. And that comes from a YouTube employee that I reached out to. So that's interesting, and in regards to that, we're going to dive deeper in a second. Let me finish what I wrote to them. Please take this as constructive feedback so you don't fill more of your customers. In other words, bait and switch. Tell them one thing and deliver something else. If you want to know more about the whole Filmora situation, I'll link that up in the description somewhere. Daniel Batal did a whole series. I'll link you up to the playlist. It'll be down below. Hi there, thank you for your feedback. We highly appreciate it. We're working on clarifications regarding this, and that's where we left it. Let's jump over to Epidemic Sound and show you the evidence, the fact that they've had 3 to 4 or 5 months since February to get this sorted, to make some clarity on their website when people sign up. Okay, if I'm a YouTuber, and this is the marketing on Epidemic Sound's website, here's a whole section just dedicated to YouTube. YouTube, forget about claims. It's not going real good already, is it? Let's click in. Epidemic Sound for YouTube. Looking for YouTube approved high quality music for your content? The world's largest stars, YouTube stars like Pete McKinnon. I've actually thought his name was Peter McKinnon. We'll call him Pete for short. His friends call him Pete, so maybe they're friends. Use Epidemic Sound to soundtrack content without copyright complexities. Well, I think people are running into copyright complexities, Epidemic Sound. You get what I'm putting down? Okay, let's get into it. Let's see what they say here. Always YouTube approved. Epidemic Sound uploads all tracks to YouTube's Content ID. This means we can monitor the use of our music on the platform and protect our subscribers from copyright claims against use of Epidemic music, because sometimes people false claim tracks and Epidemic Sound will jump in and get that sorted because, hey, that's our track, that's not your track, stop claiming our music. So, they take action there. With long form video, Epidemic Sound does a really good job, and when it comes to long form, hey, good stuff. When you sign up for Epidemic Sound subscription, you'll be able to connect your YouTube channels. Connecting your channel means you can publish content with our music without worrying about copyrights. Where's the carve out for shorts? Where do you mention shorts accepted or something? A disclaimer. There's no disclaimer, Epidemic Sound. Get your disclaimer on there. There's a help section, and there's a very specific section which they've put in here. It says, why did I receive a claim on my YouTube shorts? So they're talking about here in the help section, but they do not mention it in any way, shape or form on their advertising before you sign up for an Epidemic Sound account as a YouTuber. So let's read this. Why did I receive a claim on my YouTube shorts? The shorts policy means that YouTube has detected a track from Epidemic Sound's catalog in your shorts. Shorts visibility and ad revenue are not affected. The copyright protected content detected doesn't affect your short due to the shorts monetization policy. The match of the track enables YouTube to automatically link the song information to your video, making it a great tool for discoverability, visibility, and improving reach on your platform for both you and the artist. Now, this is just another form of the stock standard email that they've been sending out for people that say, hey, you've claimed my short, don't claim my short, I have a whitelisted channel. And they go, too bad, so sad. Epidemic Sound, throw their hands up and abdicate any responsibility from this. As you can see, we already debunked from YouTube the whole discoverability and making your content perform better. Now, what is Epidemic Sound trying to do? Now, what they're trying to do is they're utilizing the Content ID system in the way that YouTube's designed it to be, and in particular in regards to shorts, to actually be able to track the usage of their music in shorts. And of course, if you use a track, it will link it to the artist, or the music page, I should say, not the artist page, but the music specific track page on YouTube that shows you all the videos that use that track, or all the shorts that use that track to be exact, and then also link back, and then probably a linkage back to the track on Epidemic Sound itself. So it's a promotional tool for Epidemic Sound, gets more attention to the artist and the track that you might have used in your short. And because your short will appear in that list, they're counting that as discoverability and visibility. How many people here, let me know in the comments, on a short you click that little spinning thing at the bottom. I'm not sure if it spins, it must spin on TikTok. Anyway, that thing at the bottom, you click on it and it takes you through to the music page. How many people actually click on that? I know some do. There's going to be a proportion there, but I'm going to say that it's a very small percentage. If you know the percentage, if you know the percentage, you want to reach out, let me know what the actual percentage is. I could be totally wrong. But in my mind, I don't know. Now, in addition, in their blog section of their website, they actually have a blog about shorts monetization. And this was put out before it was released, but back in February, 1st of February, this is like right when shorts monetization was going out. And it says that as of 2023, we can finally start earning money on your YouTube Shorts, so on and so forth. Is YouTube Shorts monetized? This is just an informational. Let's get down to the brass tacks of any mention of what Epidemic Sound actually does when you use Epidemic Sound here. Okay, it talks about monetization, talks about the monetization rules and YPP and everything else. And turning on, so this is just an informational thing. And how to monetize, how much does it pay, does YouTube Shorts watch time count for monetization, why can't I monetize YouTube Shorts? In this whole section, there is no place where they actually say, we're going to give you a copyright claim if you use our music. They're not telling you what Epidemic Sound is going to do when you use their music on YouTube Shorts. This is just like, oh, wonderful YouTube Shorts, it's now monetized, so hey, it's going to be wonderful. You're not going to get claimed and stuff, and you can use music better and all this, but Epidemic Sound is still claiming it. The other elephant in the room when it comes to this claiming, which we haven't talked about, which I briefly mentioned in my previous video, is if I'm a subscriber to Epidemic Sound, have my channel whitelisted, I'm paying my subscription every month, then Epidemic Sound are taking the music and claiming it. As soon as they claim it, 50% of the ad revenue from that particular short is going to Epidemic Sound. They're claiming half the revenue. Now, at least it's not all the revenue like on a long form, but if you're on long form, they allow you to monetize that. They don't claim the track because you have a subscription. But in this case, they're claiming half because the other 50% goes into the creator pool and then gets divided between YouTube and creators, and then you get your portion based on the views on that short. That's the crux of it. So what's Epidemic Sound doing now? They're double dipping. They're double dipping on the funds. Now, I don't know how much they make from the double dipping of the shorts funds. I'm assuming at scale it might be a reasonable amount. I don't think it's a big amount in the scheme of their entire company, but they're already taking your money every month for your subscription. They're not saying that there's any exceptions on YouTube, so therefore them claiming it a second at the time and getting that second bite of the monetization, then I would say that's a valid thing to be upset about as a creator who uses Epidemic Sound, that they're claiming additional money that could be going to creators, and that's just another video, another short where the revenue is split 50-50. Now, if you hadn't used anybody else's music, or you provide your own music that you own, or if you do anything that's not like in a licensing agreement, then no revenue from that short would go to any music provider because there's nothing to claim. There's no music to claim. And that, in a sense, is how Epidemic Sound is supposed to work in regards to long form, at least, is you can use their music without worrying about it getting claimed. But now they're claiming it on the same platform. Epidemic Sound, there's two aspects that you need to fix. If you want to do right by creators and you want to stop the bleed of people unsubscribing from your thing, which I basically have seen a few people say they're going to unsubscribe, cancel their subscription. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with my subscription because I don't really use it that much. I'm paying you month to month and I really don't use Epidemic Sound anymore. Like, it's there, it's handy. I might occasionally look for a track, but in most videos I'm not even using your music anymore, but I'm still paying you every month. And in this economic climate, maybe I do need to cancel. But that being said, you need to, if the YouTube backend allows in the Content ID system, don't take the money. The money is not yours because those creators have already paid their way of their subscription. I totally understand that you want to track the usage and all that good analytics, like all day long. Take the analytics, but don't. Now, I repeat, don't double dip and take that 50% from that short and have it allocated to you as a music provider rather than going to the creator pool. Like, you can choose. You can make a decision for that not to happen. And then in regards to clarity, you need to update your website to be clear before people sign up that Shorts has some sort of caveat. Either has a caveat or it doesn't. You sign people up on the basis that you can use it across YouTube, copyright free, claim free, across YouTube. Shorts is a part of YouTube. Shorts is not a separate platform. It is part of YouTube. So fix up your advertising. Having a help section on your website with a FAQ that talks about this is not enough. You need to have a upfront disclaimer for people before they sign up. You can't be deceptive like this, Epidemic Sound. Now, I don't know if it's a cultural thing because you're based up north there in the northern part of Europe there. I don't know if it's a cultural thing or maybe differently, but I'm sure the EU would have certain things to say because they're very hands-on when it comes to companies who are doing stuff online and offline and the way they do sales and whatnot. I'm sure they'd be very interested to look at your practices in regard to this. So, Epidemic Sound, we want to hear from you. Let me know if you're going to make further changes because after 3 or 4 months, I don't think you've done enough. You have not done enough to make it right to creators. Stop ripping off creators with the double dipping and stop misleading creators with confusing marketing that tells people blanketly and use the music copyright free. Now, for the creators watching this, let me know if you've had any experience with Shorts specifically, Shorts and claims, and Epidemic Sound. I'd like to hear from you if you've had any sort of experience since Shorts monetization kicked in February until now when you're watching this video. Let me know in the comments. Reach out in the comments, reach out in the DMs. Let me know if that's you And if you want to provide more information, you can hit up my DMs. Let me know. Let me know. Well, if you didn't catch the first video where I talked about the confusing world of YouTube Shorts claims, you can check the video out right here. Well, this is Doug, and I'll catch you later. A big shout out and thank you to my channel members. You know who you are, and I've listed you on screen. And if you want to become a channel member, make sure to click the join button below this video or click the link in the description.